Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico is a pretty enjoyable film. This is a feature film from 2003. It's directed by Scott Geralds and written by Douglas Wood. And of course, this takes place in Mexico. And Scooby and Shaggy and the rest of them are visiting Mexico for the Day of the Dead. And that part of it I thoroughly enjoyed. I was going to say I loved learning about Mexican traditions or learning things that I didn't currently know about. I don't know if this is 100% factually accurate, so if anybody has any thoughts to that effect, please feel free to let me know. Feel free to share some information, but that part of it really appealed to me. And then it seems like there is a monster, of course, causing all kinds of problems, and they believe it's the Chupacabra. Now, I had only recently learned about the Chupacabra through a Looney Tunes cartoon, as it happens. So I was quite interested to explore the legend behind this character, this monster, in more detail, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and I thought it worked really well. And obviously, again, I don't know if what we're told in this film completely matches the legend or not, so if anybody has any thoughts on that, please feel free to share. But from my perspective, I really thoroughly enjoyed it and I thought it worked very, very well. I didn't have any ideas in my head for what this character looked like, so I didn't have any specific expectations, but visually it worked really well, and the animation of the film itself is brilliant. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. There's one bit in particular, it's such a small thing, but there's this moment where Scooby and the gang are sliding towards the camera, well, would be the camera, with Scooby in front, and there was just something about how well that was done that I really thoroughly enjoyed. As I said, it's just a small thing, but it's something that stood out to me as being really great, and I thought it was really entertaining and educational, and I think anything that opens us up to other cultures is a really great thing. Again, I don't know if it's completely accurate, but certainly as a starting point to learn about Mexican traditions and the Day of the Dead and Chupacabra, I think it's definitely doing a really good thing. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. There's also another dog in this, an adorable little dog, but I won't say any more about that. Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico is a really good story. The Chupacabra is a really interesting character, and it's definitely one that I recommend. I would like to learn more about Mexican traditions, so if anybody wants to share some random facts, or as I said, point out anything in this that either might not be accurate or is maybe overplayed or underplayed, please feel free to share that information. I'm very open to learning more. But I really enjoyed this. A nice narrative, great monster. As I've mentioned before, I love Scooby-Doo most when we have kind of classic monsters. I think they're always the most fun. Educational, very well animated, really thoroughly enjoyed it, and definitely recommend it.